tonight. Another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and these guys defending their home turf. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. Monday night primetime is underway. Antonio Gibson now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on the play by Punter Ford.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Going play action. Tagovailoa. That's complete. David Njoku. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now a run with Wright. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They run again with Wright. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. From the red zone now. Finding Brown, back-to-back plays. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Right. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Working now from the gun. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion. But the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. To the air on third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
The ball heads towards the sideline. Not returnable. Well done. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
26-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Back to throw. Tua. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
A quick throw completed out to the left. Reaches the 40. A lot of space ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. the Chiefs get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Ooh, found a soft spot. Crosses the 25. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Third and a lone yard coming up. David Harvey here from the pistol. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And that is good for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
They go play action on first down. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Quickly to Watson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Right back to Watson. This is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Touchdown. The Voyagers making a 1-score game in the 1st half. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. There's a give inside to right. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Right again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead to move the chains, you have one disheartening look on the defense.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Staring down, got down in distance. It was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I think there's a big part of me that even through all these interceptions this year appreciates the gunslinging nature of this rookie quarterback. But the other side of me knows that when you get a narrative written about you and you become turnover prone, that can be a really tough narrative to change.
Tua out of the pistol. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing third and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
They'll air it out on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
A.J. Cole on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11.
10 at their own 11-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Looking right, and he finds it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, looking for options. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
First and 10, it's Harvey. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down. Offense in the hurry up here.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
He's dropping back to throw. Caught, nice game left side. And that is a touchdown! The Voyagers earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close. So I got a single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Voyagers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Throwing from the gun here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, give to Harvey. And 2 yards, all he can get. It's third down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throw here, third down. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, here's Tua. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Tua now from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's a double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Working near his goal line. On the move, headed right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Collects this at the 35. That return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running behind center with Wright. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
There's a give for Wright. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Going to the ground again on first. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Up from the secondary, and his Rakestraw on the tackle.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. On target here to Njoku. He's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and their respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Looking at time for Terrence Ferguson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight, and there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Run left side. Harvey. Small gain there. Maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Gets it downfield. On target to Watson.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
It's Harvey straight ahead. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They're going play action. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So not an easy feat by any means, Brock. Scoring on the play with interference, and they, of course, decline it and take the touchdown.
Yeah, you talk about it, and you love to see it. Guys that can play through that contact, kind of like in basketball, right? You take a foul, but you still finish the hoop. It's the same thing with these pass catchers on the other end of it. Those that can play through contact, they tend to separate themselves.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start. Drive from 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's right on the carry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was David Njoku. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Okay, this defense finally said, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun hands off to Harvey. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go play action. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's a good-looking play by the Notre Dame rookie. Gets him a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Carrier brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard
Break the
line.
huddle. It's 2nd down now. gets him. And they stop him right at the line of scrimmage as Tom runs out in the quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And he gets this forward to the 19.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Tua again. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. He's got Brown on the slant. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Looking to throw. He's caught. He's got Brown. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but they can touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Right, running out of the gun. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Back to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Give to right. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff. Here's Harvey. Up to the races. Middle of the field. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Voyagers take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
Big on. He's long gone. Not with a full field ahead of one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Voyagers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chiefs 21.
After the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now 2 at a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Looking to throw. That's the 2-minute warning here from Virginia Beach. Chiefs losing by 7. Deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. He works this to the 38 before going down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down. He'll throw it. Sends this to the end zone. And that is the chance to end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there are so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. The window to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol. Got his man. That's Brown again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in the lines.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but their heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. He finds Brown right side. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. More than 24 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Kansas City.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in the line. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At at the 7-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Put the body on the line for his team. Brock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Right. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Here he goes, one final shot. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so positive notes at the very end in this loss. The Chiefs now within 1 score in the 4th. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
Chiefs 27.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling.